Mike?
Present.
John?
Here.
Sarah?
Here.
Allegiance?
With allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alright. Need a motion for the consent agenda.
Motion to approve?
Got a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Public input, this is time and place for discussion items not already on the agenda with a time limit of 3 minutes each. Perfect. Discussion of possible action in reference to December 26th council meeting.
That's kind of an annual thing that gets on the agendas in November. December 26th, the second meeting of December, obviously, is a city holiday. I don't see anything pressing that we would need to meet for, if you so choose. Last year, and several years previous, you didn't have one, so.
We just need to be able to sign checks. Okay, you guys need
How
to.
do you approve the check?
Oh, you guys have to okay them.
Oh.
That we can
So-
send.
That's an item on the next
That's on
meeting,
the next
if you guys
meeting.
approve this.
We'll wait until next meeting on that one. Have we got a problem just skipping the second meeting?
Nope. I do not have a problem.
No problem. So I need any motion to. skip it?
Motion to approve no meeting on December 26th.
A motion to a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Discussion and possible action in reference to water main soil boring quotes.
Dave is online. Dave, you there?
Yes, I'm here. So we are looking at getting soil borings and pavement tours for a few of the streets that we need to do reconstruction on, as well as defining the conditions of the site so that the contractor, if they encounter certain soil conditions, we have it defined what the expectations are. And we received 2 quotes, one from Team Services, one from Terracon. Team Services was the low for $6,000. I recommend approval of that quote.
Do you have a motion for this?
Move to approve the low bid.
You have a motion by John, do I have a second?
Second.
A motion is second. Sarah?
Aye.
Kevin?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Nate?
Aye.
Thanks, Dave. Resolution 34, 2022, approving transfer of funds, bond interest payments.
This is a resolution that you'll see in your packet. This is just our annual, it's December, our interest payments come out for our bond loans, so I just need approval to get the funds to the appropriate sections of where they're coming out of.
Have a motion?
Motion to approve
Do I have a second?
transfer of funds.
Second.
Nate?
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Sarah?
Aye.
Resolution 35, 2022, approving property lien for animal control fees.
This is a case where a dog was impounded and the person had agreed to pay the fee, but yet did receive a letter for 30 days to pay. She stopped in for other reasons, said she will not be paying it, so I am now assessing it to the property.
All right.
Motion to approve the resolution.
A motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second, Sarah.
Aye.
John?
Aye.
Mike? Nate?
Aye.
Proposed budget timeline.
So you'll just see in your packet, this is just kind of for your information, just a breakdown of our budget meetings coming up. These will be a part of the actual council meeting. So we kind of split these up so we don't have them all at one time and take several hours. So just kind of for your input or for your knowledge, I guess. That's it. Looks good. You do, there is also up in front of you, the police department report that I did not put in the last packet, so it's up there for you. And then Travis also has his report that he's going to share with you later.
City engineer report.
We should be looking at setting the public hearing and bid dates first meeting in January for both the well project and the water main project. We should have the information back and comments from DNR at that point. So that's pretty much what we've been working on recently.
And the water main project's going from where to where?
We've got several streets and water mains that we'll be replacing. We didn't include everything that we originally intended to. We have some additional pavement removals that we're doing in order to save some trees. So we've scaled it back a little bit, but we've got water mains in the northeast part, Washington Street, and also some in the northwest.
So where does it hook into when you come down towards Maine?
We're gonna go, hopefully, we're gonna go all the way down.
All the way out to 30?
Yes. Past
30, yes.
Okay. Anybody got any questions for Dave? Thanks, Dave. Public work.
Thank you.
Okay, in front of you guys should be a breakdown of the last pay period of what we've done. I did this because I've heard from citizens and coworkers that there was council questioning, what we were doing and what was taking so long. So I broke down the amount of hours we have to work versus what all we got done. And as you can see, the big one this time was leaves, that we spent a majority of over half our working hours on. I want to remind everybody that we've got almost 30 lane miles of traffic. So if you take that and then add the frontage that we are raking and doing leaves with, it takes a long time to get through this town. It's not, it's not something we could do relatively quick and be done in a day. There's copies of the maps, the days we were on, what streets we did that day. All this stuff is readily available after the pay period with Marcia. We fill this out. If there's ever any questions, I didn't know if you wanted something like this from the council, if you guys wanted this every council meeting, or, obviously this is gonna take time away too, to do this versus what we've been doing in the past.
The only thing I have a problem with this, and stuff that you guys do, it's the citizens that I get the phone call from, why ain't my leaves well picked up yet? Like you said, you got 30 miles of streets that you gotta do. They will get there whenever they can. It's just like when we get a heavy snow, it's gonna take us time. And it just, you gotta give our public works director, or public works, time to get the job done. It just don't happen. Somebody's gonna be first. It's gonna happen. But somebody's gonna be last still. That's the way it is.
And I know that there's people that, everybody's busy, so they put it off, and then they see the leaf truck go by. They're like, oh yeah, so they hurry up and go out and rake leaves. Well, you gotta remember, they just went by your place, so you got that 30 miles to go before you come back.
To your place.
It's, just people have to be patient, have to understand, and think about the piles. I just went on a vacation and we were up in Milwaukee, and they actually throw all the leaves in the street. And there is like the whole neighborhood, and there's monstrous piles of leaves in the street. So we have it relatively easy compared to looking at that, because that was awful to see. I just kind of chuckled at it, but yeah, I just ask that people just be patient, and if you have a concern and you think you truly got missed, absolutely call us and let us know. But we only have one machine, and we do the best we can. And I think for everything that was going on and all the different types of weather we had during this stretch, I think they did a pretty good job of getting everything done. They're good.
How long does it take you to read water meters?
3 hours now
For all four of them?
read. And then we gotta do rereads and then go back and do those reads, so.
Yeah, you just look at this list that you got, that's a pretty good list without even picking up leaves.
I was just gonna say, I don't know why anybody's questioning what these guys do. They work hard, and I commend them for the work they do.
With that, I know like Christmas decorations was another one that I heard was a concern. We never put Christmas decorations up until after Thanksgiving. And if that's something you guys wanna change, I will gladly put them up when you guys wanna put them up, but they're going up now. It's always a week after Thanksgiving they go up, so,
That's always been what we did, isn't it?
I mean, for as long as I've been here, that's been the routine. I just wanna make sure, I heard the grumblings, and I didn't want to sit there and steam and fester, so I just wanted to put it out there, so.
No, and I understand that, and, I mean, and it's, you know, I consider it kind of a slap in the face to all of our public work people, that they think you guys just sit around. I mean, they think, you know, the cops don't do anything, they just drive around all the time. And I just consider it a slap in the face to people that do that job.
So, as Travis said, and this hasn't been going on recently, this has been since I've been here, every employee fills out a daily log of what they did. And so then Travis, what he did to compile this was went through every log. Take a look at this, take it home. He probably won't do it at the next meeting, but maybe in his report at the next meeting, he can gauge your interest. If it's something you want him to put together every month, we can do that. Or if it's, you just want to have him continue doing his, you know, just giving his 30,000-foot view every month. You know, either way, I think it's good to have him here to answer any questions that you have, projects and whatnot we have going on, but I didn't know if this was something that was helpful to everybody here or not. And so I guess just take it home or look at it, see what you think.
I mean, it's nice to have, I mean, I don't really care to have one, I mean, because, I mean, I think they do their jobs, and it's your job to make sure they do their jobs. So, I mean, I don't really need to see what they do.
I don't think I want a monthly printout of, if your thought is they're complaining for non-work or whatever, that's just busy work, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather have used the time, I mean, I can get access to this through Marcia, so I don't need this, plus you know, communication's big with me, so I make sure that Travis comes in and Drayton as well daily. They give me the synopsis of the day of what's going on. Yeah, things happen and that doesn't always take place, but I'd say minimum 4 out of 5 days it does. So I have access to this, so if anybody ever has a question or hears something in the public, I think you all have my cell phone number or can call down here, just call me, and we can go over it. But most of the time, I can tell you exactly where they're at, if not, get you close, so.
I agree. It's nice to see, but I don't like you spending a lot of your valuable time on that when there's so many other things doing. It's kind of nice in your verbal report to say leaves were the big time consumer this month, you know, and that's good enough for me.
Another thing, leaves this year, they all seem to drop about the same time.
Yeah.
Early freeze and knock them out. But, I mean, it's pretty sad, you know, I mean, and I got quite a few calls on the leaves, but you know, all you hear all the people bitching about stuff, that you never hear anything good they do. You know, and these guys, you know, public work, they do great things, you know, here coming soon, they're gonna be out plowing snow every weekend, probably, you know, like they always do.
I hope not.
I don't either, but I mean, you know, that's taking time, taking time from their family but it seems like it's on the weekends, you know. I mean, the police department gets called out of bed in the middle of the night to go to places, fire department. I mean, you gotta show some respect to these people in town that do these jobs. I mean, put yourself in their shoes. I mean, could you do it every day of the year?
Well, I'm glad that you filled this out. I do not expect one every 2-week period of the year. That would be insane, but this is a good sample of what you do all year long.
Right.
So one of these reports once in a while is, you know, I think worth its weight. But yeah, when we ship 100,000 parts at nameplate, I don't check 100,000 parts. We check 5,000 parts or 500 parts. This is a sample just like that. This is perfect.
And I know I put this in everybody's ear before, and I'm gonna say it again. it's not our job as the council to micromanage these guys.
Right.
They have a city administrator to do that, and that is not our job to do that to any of the departments. So just as a council member, I just want to make sure that everybody knows that, realizes that's not our job.
You were gonna say something, although you had your hand up.
Yeah, I just had a comment about the leaves. It's not only that we're picking up every person's leaves, it's the gutter lines, it's the storm sewers, so that when it does rain, I know we haven't had a whole lot of rain this year, but it's not pooling up and washing leaves down, and so it does take some time, but.
And plus you're backing up leaf dust all night. You know.
Yeah.
You seriously are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
What else you got, Travis?
That was it, that was the report, and then Dave hit on the water and sewer stuff, so.
Anybody else, anything else for Travis?
no, thank you for doing this, Travis.
Parks and Rec.
Appreciate it.
I am continuing to work on the Destination Iowa grant with help from Brandon, the tree board, some members from Historic Preservation, and a couple other individuals. I'm hoping to have that wrapped up at the end of the week or early next week. Girls basketball is going right now. We're going into week 3 of games, so that'll be done here in 3 weeks. And I started registrations for boys basketball today. That'll start January 9th. We're gonna have, I told you guys last time, we're gonna do a Christmas movie on December 18th above the library. We're undecided of a movie. As of right now, we're letting people vote on Facebook. And then if you saw the flower pots downtown, we decided to do that in-house this year. Marcia got all that stuff, so big thanks to her. I helped her decorate those today. I think they look great. And then the light poles downtown are being done by the maintenance department, and those look good as well, so I appreciate them for that.
What do you have to do for grading?
I saw you and Marcia working on it today. It looks nice down there.
Yeah, thank you.
Police Department.
Just wrapping up, we have completed the 5th grade DARE program this last week, and we'll be finishing up the 7th grade DARE program in Lisbon on December 19th. Through those, so it's a huge shout out to Lisbon Schools for allowing us to come in and continue to partner with them and working with students. You'll see from the police report, a lot of community-based activities going on in October. We did forensics classes, we've done safety fair at Cornell, we did the trunk or treat, a lot of different things going on. So a lot of fun, a lot of things going from there. And then we sent some officers to training as well in preparation. Officer Blinks went to an FDO field training officer certification course. Then we had 2 officers attend an interview and interrogation course as well, just expanding skill sets from there. So beyond that, we are still in the hiring process, so anybody else that wants to work for the public, put your app in. We'll get that accommodated.
We got anything for Doug? Ambulance?
Nothing tonight.
Fire chief?
I don't have anything fire department related. City admin, attended the budget workshop, similar to what Christina went to in West Des Moines. I've been working with Luke at Lynn County, still trying to work out some bugs with the inspections, but getting that all put together. Lynn County graded Gillette Lane today. I received a few calls of the washboards on Gillette Lane, so they graded that. That's part of that 2080 agreement we have with the road maintenance. So that I have not been down it, but that can't be worse. So I'll check it out. I just want to echo a thanks to Marcia for the plan, doing the work on the planners downtown. I thought they looked great. Been working, doing some budget prep, as you know, through this. The next meeting, we're going to be hearing from the different departments, so that's going to be the main focus moving ahead. And then I know Dave touched on the water main and well projects. Everything's still moving ahead. You'll see in January, the first meeting in January, we'll be setting bid dates as well as setting public hearings, and we're hoping that both of those will happen on the January 23rd meeting. So we got to get the boring done. He thinks he'll have those samples and numbers back by then, so we should be good to go for that time frame. The only other thing is I just want to give a shout out to my employees. I was gone last week on a family vacation, and it's nice to come back and not feel inundated and have a bunch of stuff waiting for you. I try to check in when I'm gone, usually every other day, make sure everything's going smooth, and these guys always have it handled, so kudos to everybody here. It's just nice to have employees like that, so thanks to them. That's all I have.
Anybody got anything for Brandon? Christina?
I've just been working on getting ready for the budget and working with Lynn County with the rental inspections. It's been a process, and I will be on a family vacation starting Friday. It's my turn.
That's it.
You going anyplace warm?
Kentucky.
Well, that won't be bad.
Council, Nate.
I don't have anything other than just already mentioned it. Great, and I saw downtown look nice for Christmas, so that's it.
Mike.
Nothing.
John.
Special thanks to the police department, fire department, and the ambulance service. Thank you. And thanks to Marcia and everyone that worked on the downtown decorations. It's been good.
Sarah.
That's all I have to say too, is downtown looks great, so thank you, Drayton, thank you, Marcia, for sure. And everyone else that was decorating.
First thing I'm gonna say is, when it comes to the city, the citizens, when you criticize our employees, I'm gonna have their backs first until you can prove that they're wrong in what they're doing. But I'm gonna trust our city employees. That's why we hired them. That's why they got managers and bosses. We just basically sit up here and do this. We're a city council. We don't manage them day to day, and they people think that we do, but we don't. I mean, we're basically here just every other Monday, it seems like, you know. But I want you to know that we do got very good employees. Like I said, from the fire department, police departments, ambulance, city maintenance. I mean, what our ambulance service is doing over there is tremendous. Then the next thing is, we're gonna come into budget time, and this kind of goes for the departments too. We have to get your wish list out. We can cut it. And same with council members. You know, if you think there's something that the city needs, you know, so I'd like to have that ready for the first meeting. If you guys got something on the wish list that you want to throw in there, so Brandon can scratch his head and try to find out where to find money for it.
Yeah, stealing it is always bad. From some other town, like mine.
Anybody got anything else?
Nope.
Possible closed session pursuant to code of Iowa section 2151I to evaluate the professional competency of an individual whose appointment, hiring preference, or discharge is being considered unnecessary to prevent needless and irreparable injury to that individual's reputation and that individual's request at a closed session. Ryan, would you like to go into closed session?
No, I'm good.
We're gonna take a little break.
I need a motion to go in.
Motion to go into closed session.
And I'll second.
Motion, second, go into closed session. We're gonna take like a 2-minute break, let Nate get out of here.